Nobody expected what happened in the earlier of today. A lot of Nigerians didn't expect this. Tinubu did not see this coming, as the wife of Tinubu have finally come out to affirm the fact that Tinubu is going to resign on a particular day. Come and see what is going on. A lot of Nigerians have finally come out to street, more especially in the northern part of Nigeria, and they are saying enough is enough to all this kidnapping and all this food scarcity. Enough is enough for all this economic downfall and all of that. If you hear what happened in the earlier of today, Rock shake today because Tinubu is finally leaving. Those people that gave their support for Tinubu have finally turned their back against him, including the wife of Tinubu. He said Tinubu is leaving. You can see what is going on now. So I will play you the video. In this very video, you will use your ear to hear it. So then I would like guys to stay connected to the end of this video. This is not obedient in street again. These are Tinubu supporters in street. Come and see what is happening. Stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share this video, ensure you share to different social media platforms. Let it go viral. And if you can share it, just like it as a watch. Like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Obedient, stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
And boy, you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now. It makes sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG Watch TV. For those of you coming across the channel for the very first time, ensure you click the red subscription button appearing on your video screen, and do well to click the notification bell icon so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. A lot is happening right now, and Nigerian government did not see this coming at the moment. Tinubu did not know that this thing will happen in the earlier of today. A lot of Nigerians have finally said no, that enough is enough. They are finally trooped to street. They said no, Tinubu must resign, and if Tinubu did not resign, they won't leave street. You can see what is going on. Peter B have said this before when they make the election and they make it in favor of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. A lot of Obedient wanted to enter president to shut down INEC office, but Peter B said no, that they should not do that. That Tinubu people will be saying that it is because they lose. That is why they enter street, and they will disorganize them with tear gas and all of that. So that was why Peter B hold them back then. But you can see what is going on. Peter B said it before. He said the time is coming when all Nigerians will come out in mass. Both Tinubu supporters, Atiku supporters, Peter B supporters, and all of that. All of them will come out in mass, and they will say no to this present government that is ongoing in Nigeria. You can see what is happening now. It's already happening. A lot of Nigerians are finally dropped out in the northern part of Nigeria. You know, northern part of Nigeria is having the highest number of population. They said no, enough is enough. That the food scarcity, the hike in price of food, and everything that is happening in the country, the insecurity, the kidnapping, they said enough is enough. That Tinubu is a total failure to them at the moment. So that is what they're agitating. Look at how they troop out in mass. These are still only Tinubu supporters and all of that. A lot of Peter B supporters are still in there looking at what is happening. They are still watching. They have not joined the protest and all of that. What is happening now is stirring up a lot of reactions in Aso Rock now. Presently, Aso Rock is on fire. The wife of Tinubu have finally come out to make the note to the general public that Tinubu is going to leave. You can see what is happening. A lot of senators couldn't bear this today because all of them are hiding under the umbrella of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and Aisha Yesufu have finally come out. Despite the fact that they sent the DSS to carry her and all of that, this lady have finally come out and exposed a lot of things. I will play you all the video in this video. You will see where Tinubu wife made it known to the public, and you will see what Aisha Yesufu said, and including the protest. You will see everything. We got a lot of videos to check in this video. Just stay connected, Obedient. If you can share this video, ensure you share to different social media platforms. Let it go viral. Tinubu wife have finally made the announcement. You need to know this, and if you can share, just like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Just stay connected as you see what the Northerners are doing at the moment, especially Niger State. Just stay connected, you will see it. I'm coming back again.
There are lots of young people who have also joined in the protest. We can see a lot of young men right here, and it's interesting that they're not even listening to someone as high up as the deputy governor. It tells you just where the people are at in terms of the pain that they're currently feeling. If government is working, it needs to show it's working. It's not just a question of just saying it now. People need to feel it. People need to be able to see the hope on the horizon. So this is the situation in Niger State. We're hoping it doesn't spread. We're hoping that this will be contained. We hope that it will just be a protest. The people have a right. It is their inalienable right to, protest and let their voices be heard. It will not be a surprise if it happens elsewhere, but we hope that it will be something that will be done peacefully and will not lead to the loss of any lives while this is on.
And actually very important that this is looked at very carefully, because Niger State is one of those states where if you don't check a situation early, it actually gets worse. And we're seeing a lot of young people here. Remember Niger State terrorist attacks recently? And neighbors us here in Abuja. It's a very crucial state, a very large state, a very massive population. And this situation has to be looked at very carefully and addressed very smartly by the state authorities to ensure that it doesn't turn into something else. But of course, right there, we're seeing disgruntled young people who are asking for better government.
And if you ask me, Kayla, if you look at the fact that, young people, these young men whom we're seeing on the streets, and even women, and Niger State is known to be a largely agrarian state. Niger State has massive land capabilities that can feed this country. It's right in the middle of the north-central region of Nigeria.
Torí kan ba pa wa, torí kan mo jí wa gbé, torí kan mo ba nìkan kẹ́bí wa, torí kan mo ba rán wa lẹ́wọ̀n, torí kan mo ba dájọ́ kú fún wa, torí kan mo ba ní ẹ lọ assassinate ẹ pàdánù. Wọ́n wá fà àwa ní nǹkan kan tó lè jáde lórí ìyà tí ń jẹ wá lọ́wọ́ báyìí lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Ráìsì ilé mi tán lánàá, mo wá ní kán lọ ra ráìsì ike ọ̀dà 6,500. Báàgì sìmẹ́ǹtì láàárọ̀ èmi gẹ́gẹ́ mọ́ra 6,500 pẹ̀lú ọ̀kadà tí ó gbé wọnú sáìtì. Aṣíwájú wa ọ̀fọ̀bà tó ní níṣẹ́ lẹ́rìí ó láwọn tó ń bá ìtukọ̀ ìlú wà láwọn òpìtì wa. Àwọn tó ń gbowó oṣù bó náà ṣe fẹ́ gbáyé báyìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá dé passport office ṣé bíbí mo ṣe passport báyìí yẹn ojoojúmọ́ lè rò pọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ mi. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ láti rí wàláì orílẹ̀-èdè àbí ìlú táwọn mẹ̀kúnnù bá fi sunkún tómi ojú wọn báyìí kánlẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́ọ̀ni o ẹ béèrè wò. Wàláì tàláì kómi ojú wọn ó tó délẹ̀ Ọlọ́run sì máa gbèjà wọn. Àti ẹ̀gbọ́n àwa tá a lè tọwọ́ bá kò tá a lè ra tó wù wá. Ẹrù táwọn kan gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá wa sọ àárín kankan Ọlọ́run Aṣíwájú wà láàárín kankan. Ẹ láàárín iná òdùn ọ̀nà ọ̀dà. Ilé ìfọ̀pọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ láàárín kí lówó rẹ̀ wọ́n orí epo gan tẹ́ ẹ yọ. Ẹjọ́ kí ló wọ́n rẹ̀ wérí epo tẹ́ ẹ yọ ǹjẹ́ ẹjọ́ náà ní ìsìntẹ́ láàfírí àti December àti ẹ̀fún àti January àárín kankan Ọlọ́run àárín kankan ẹ̀ sì rà túbọ̀ tán. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń ṣe gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ wọn tí ìpínlẹ̀ wọn ò tòrò púpọ̀ ní wọn náà lọ wà sẹ́nétọ̀ púpọ̀ ní wọn náà lọ wà mínísítà. Ìlọsíwájú àti ìdàgbàsókè wo gan-an wá ló fi yàtọ̀ sáwọn àwọn tó ti ṣèjọba tẹ́lẹ̀. Nígbà tẹ́ sì fi débẹ̀ alálàánú mẹ̀kúnnù dé ìyàwó dópin gbogbo tá a fẹ́ láàárín ẹjọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ yín gan-an ń gbẹ̀ wọlé tẹ́ ọ̀kan rẹ̀ balẹ̀. Ẹ sì ní kò sí ń tẹ́ fowó wa ṣe ìyàwó yín náà sọ. Ṣé bẹ́yìí ti lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀ ti lówó dání bá ìṣèjọba tó fẹ́ dà lùrú tó fẹ́ da gbogbo ẹ̀rú. Ẹ wòye epo, ẹ wòye ráìsì, ẹ wòye gààrí. Pánú oṣù kéègùn ta ní jẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ ta ní jẹ sáwá. Olórí ẹja ní ìsìnú ọ̀pọ̀ olé náà ti ń jẹ báyìí tí wọn ò tiẹ̀ rẹ́ran fi jẹun. Ẹlòmíì gan ò tiẹ̀ ró ń jẹ. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ro gbogbo nǹkan. Ọjọ́ tá à ń pàdé ọlọ́tọ̀ ṣẹ̀dá wa. Wàláì owó tí wọ́n fáwọn èèyàn lójúmọ́ ó fọba tó ní mí sẹlẹ́rì láwọn ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀jọ́ torí ìtọ́ lọ́ọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ ẹ ní listening ears ẹ létí ẹgbọ́n táwọn mẹ̀kúnnù ń sọ. Ṣé mẹ́yìn gan ọ̀mọ̀ pé tèmi tẹ ẹ wà yìí ẹ wòye owó tí mo há lójúmọ́ nígbà tó bá torí ìtọ́lọ́ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ níbẹ̀rù ọlọ́ọ̀ pẹ̀lú gbogbo tẹ́ bá ṣe kẹ́hìn tíjọ́ tá a mú báírò tá a kọ gbogbo tá a fáyé ṣe tá a máa sọ ẹnu wa ò ní rojọ́ mọ́ torí bẹ́ẹ̀ ló bá rojọ́ ẹnu ọ̀pàrọ̀ ẹni tí ọjọ́ tí ó kù yín kọba tó ṣẹ̀dá yín ẹni tí ìfún pínpín náà sàárè sẹ́yìn pípín sẹ́ẹ̀ létí ni ẹjọ́ torí ìtọ́lọ́ ẹrú tí mẹ̀kúnnù torí ọlọ́wà láìlú ọ̀fararọ gbogbo tẹ́lẹ̀ sì wà láàrin kankan ọlọ́mọ fọlọ́ tó ṣẹ̀mí mi búra sí àárín kankan.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can hear what the people are saying because of the protests that they made today. You can see everything. This is where it started from. A lot of Nigerians are saying that they are tired and enough is enough. You can see how the people took part in mass. Now, looking at the second video right now, looking at the second video that you saw, that was a Yoruba man. Those people are the people that were saying them that, oh, it is Omowa, it is our child. Let him enter there. They are fond of that tribal sentiment then. Now, all of them are now lamenting. I told you, I personally am a Yoruba, but that doesn't mean that I will say that it is a Yoruba that's supposed to get there. All we are after is someone that is competent, the person that will get there and deliver, irrespective of the tribe and all of that. But in Yoruba's case, the reverse is the case. They said no, Hausa must live there. It is Yoruba turn. Now it's Yoruba turn. Everybody is licking the plate now. Now the man that was speaking in that very place was lamenting based on the fact that he could not afford to eat 1 square meal in his house again, despite the salary that he's collecting and all of that. The high in price of rice, the high in price of garri and everything is killing him down. That is what the man is saying. You can see the grown-up man starting his conversation calmly, and at the end of everything, he began to shed tears under the regime of Tinubu. Now, let me take it down to what Tinubu wife said. You will hear everything, but you first of all listen to what Aisha Yesufu said in this video. You will see how Aisha Yesufu exposed Tinubu, what Tinubu did then to the government of Jonathan. Good luck, Ebele Jonathan. Now it's now coming now. He said nobody should do that same thing to him. We can do it. Looking at it all now, Aisha exposed everything. Stay connected. You will see the video. I'm coming back again.
The right that Bola Ahmed Tinubu had in 2014 to call out government is the same right that Aisha Yesufu has in 2024 to call out an illegitimate government. No Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. We are all citizens in this country. No one is a slave. This country belongs to all of us, and nobody will intimidate us in our own fatherland. Nobody will intimidate us in our own motherland. Nobody will intimidate us in this country that every one of us is a stakeholder to. So all of this talk about trying to get people intimidated, drop it. Nothing they break head na brain, they inside blood go gush out. That is it. Whatever, anyhow where they want to, now so it could be. This country, like I said earlier, belongs to every one of us. All that thing that some people think that, oh, they have a right, they are the ones, it's their turn to be oppressors and suppressors. It's their turn to give bad governance. It's their turn to give rigged leadership. It's their turn to do and undo. It's their turn to loot, maim. It is our turn to demand for good governance, accountability and transparency. It is our turn to ensure that Nigeria has the best that it's supposed to have. It is our turn for there to be development in Nigeria. It is our turn for us to have good quality education, free primary and secondary. It is our turn for access to good quality education to no longer be dependent on the economic status of one's family. It is our turn to have reduced employment. It is our turn for the Nigerian green passport to matter wherever it is that we go to. Not the one that today Nigerian passport is ranked 50th in Africa of 54 countries. It's only 4 other people that our passport is better than in Africa. In Africa, not in Africa that we are, we've not even entered the world. It is our turn for our youth not to be running around all over the country looking for countries that they can get their passports to. It is our turn for us to have peace and security in our country. It is our turn for us not to be kidnapped anyhow. People paying ransom are being taken away. It is our turn for development in Nigeria. Yes, that is what we are saying. And nobody is going to stop us. You can stop someone physically, but you know what? The message is out there. It can never be stopped. Internet has receipts. They are there. If you like, put a bullet through this woman. Guess what? The message will be out there. All that time where they talk, where we say, they say I no get sense. Now that time you come, they make sense. People go listen to that. Leave us a bit. Why this? Why don't you go and do this? Why don't you just leave this side? Nigeria is not worth dying for. You don't tell me what is worth dying for and what is not worth dying for. It's better to die for nothing than to live for nothing. Those hiding under the beds, are they not going to carry them from under the beds? Terrorists and kidnappers are attacking everybody. Are they not going inside there to carry every one of us? So nobody, drop it there. Nobody has any more rights than anybody in this country. Nobody. We are all citizens of this country, and there is no one who is a slave. The Tinubu that was opening his mouth to talk anyhow, to tweet, the same right he had to tweet all those tweets is the same right more I have to tweet anything that I want to tweet. In November 29, 2013, Tinubu said, if police have become the armed wing of PDP, let us know. If the army is not patriotic towards one party, let us know. We will all join the army. The match where Tinubu take talker, now the match where we will take call out is illegitimate government. The same match we get, now we get. We are all citizens and not slaves in this country. The same match on 29th of January 2014, where he said the slaughtering of Christian worshippers is strongly condemnable. It calls to question the competence of Jonathan to protect Nigerians. Is the same mouth who will tell him that the slaughtering of Christians in Nigeria today also calls to question the competence of Tinubu's illegitimate government to protect the lives and properties of this country. The rigged election that he rigged, his competence to protect the lives and properties of people in this country, we must ask of that of him. The same right that Tinubu had on the 14th of April 2014 to say that Nigeria's security situation is precarious. Nigerians are tired of excuses and explanations. They want protection for their lives and properties. It's the same right. We will also tell him that Nigerians want protection of lives and property, and the illegitimate government right now isn't doing it. Even the excuses they are not giving is to go on a private visit and not be bothered that people are being killed, people are being massacred. Inside your house you are not safe. Outside your house you are not safe. Our children are not safe. They will come and carry your child inside your room. They will take the child away. If you don't pay ransom, they kill the child. And then somebody will talk, they say, why would the person talk? There is one this thing. One what? One what? What is Tinubu and his DSS and his military and his police going to do that terrorists are not already doing? What is he going to do that bandits are not already doing? Abduction? Kidnapping? Killing? Oh, they're already doing it. They're already doing it. And Nigerians are already facing it. Nigerians are facing the wrath of it all. The same mouth that Tinubu had to say on the 14th of April 2024 that too many lives are being wasted, too much blood being shed, too many lives severed, yet this government carries on with its cavalier attitude, is the same right that we also will say that too many lives are being wasted, too much blood being shed, too many lives severed, yet this illegitimate government carries on with its cavalier attitude as if nothing, unbothered, going off for private visits while citizens are being killed, going off for private visits while people are suffering, people are going through unmitigated horrors. You see that they will carry your daughter, you see that they will carry your son, you see that they will carry your cousin, your husband, your wife, your relative, your loved one. You'll be helpless. The other day I met someone where I had gone to, where they were talking. He was talking about his colleague whose daughter was carried away. She was killed. And he said today the man, as if he's mentally affected. How would he be mentally affected? You know what it is to bring up a child? You know what it is to care for the child? You know what it is to go all of those things, and then you watch your child being taken away and being killed because you didn't pay ransom. And somebody is sitting down somewhere and telling us that we should respect an illegitimate president. Does Nigeria look like it has a president? Does Nigeria look like it has a government? The same mouth that Tinubu had to say during Jonathan that Nigeria did not have a government, the same mouth that Aisha Yesufu is using to tell Tinubu that Nigeria does not have a government. Nigeria does not have a president. He rigged his way into office to become a worse failure than Buhari in less than 5 months. Who does that? What a waste. And you sit down there and tell us not to talk. The same mouth that Tinubu had on the 19th of May 2014 to say that the Kano attack is a sad reminder that we live in an unsafe country. It's a wake-up call for the Jonathan government. We must confront terrorism. It's the same mouth Aisha Yesufu is using to say the attacks in Nigeria is a sad reminder that we live in an unsafe country. It's a wake-up call for Tinubu's illegitimate government. We must confront terrorism. The same mouth that Tinubu said on the 11th of May 2014 that he said, I pray that the Yoruba nation will continue to enjoy leadership of royal fathers. The Yoruba nation is proud of all its leaders. It's the same mouth that I today, the 5th of February 2024, say to him, royal fathers in Yoruba land are being killed. And guess who doesn't care a hoot and haven't taken the necessary stance? The man who rigged his way into office. He didn't rig to protect lives and properties. He rigged to have unfettered access to the nation's purse. We will say it, whether they like it or not. However they want it, we will continue to speak. Being afraid, death is not when you can no longer breathe in oxygen and bring out carbon dioxide. Death is when you are afraid to speak because you're afraid of being killed. May God forbid that we are alive and dead. The same mouth, he said a military and police force assembled and paid by the Jonathan government and PDP cannot serve national interests, but they are paymasters. Is the same mouth that Aisha Yesufu say a military and police force assembled and paid by the Tinubu illegitimate government and APC cannot serve national interests, but they are paymasters. The same mouth that on the 13th of August 2014, Tinubu said, rather than fight terrorists, the government targets opposition. The equipment procured to track and fight Boko Haram is now being deployed against opposition. It's the same mouth that Aisha Yesufu said, rather than fight terrorists, the illegitimate government targets opposing voices. The equipment procured to track and fight terrorists is now being deployed against opposing voices. We will speak whether they like it or not. We will speak. We are citizens. We are not slaves.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can see everything that is being said in this video. You know, the Northerners came out today. They protested the mass. They said no, enough is enough, that they can't take this again, because what they were buying for 1,000 naira before is now around 20,000 naira, and minimum wages is not being increased, and these people are spending their blood to survive in a country where things have hiked up over 200%. You can see what is happening now. For this protest not to skyrocket to another level where they won't be able to hold Nigerians again, the senators and all of that, they're now doing everything possible to make sure that they regulate things back. They're now looking at the agitations of Nigeria. What are the agitations? Kidnapping, insecurity is there now, food scarcity is there, and hike in price of goods and commodity is there. People cannot afford things in the country again just because Tinubu entered into government. Fuel price went up, and when Tinubu wanted to enter that place, he told them that statement is a Yoruba statement, and the meaning is go and calm down, we bring everything down, the high in price of things will come down, there will be deflation. That was what Tinubu said in that statement. But the reverse is the case. It's just like he's trying to play on the intelligence of Nigerians as if the people have mouth but they can't talk. But now the people have entered streets, they are now agitating, they are asking for their fundamental human rights. Now they send police to go and use guns just gunshots to destabilize them today, and the police performed their enterprise, but they weren't successful. That was what happened in the early half today. They're now using police to intimidate people. Peaceful protesters making the agitations in the street, they sent police after them to destabilize them with gunshots and all of that. That was what happened in the early half today, and giving the live update. And this same Tinubu, according to what Aisha Yusufu said, this same Tinubu in the regime of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, then Tinubu came out in 2013. He announced using the Twitter space that Goodluck Jonathan government is an incompetent government, because there were a lot of Kenyans then in the regime of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Tinubu came out severally to tweet. He said, is it now, you heard it from what Aisha Yusufu said, he said, is it now that the Nigerian police and the Nigerian army are now loyal to PDP, that they are not loyal to anybody again except the ruling party? And now the same thing is happening in the regime of Bola Ahmed Tinubu now. During the NSAS protests and all of that, who were the Nigerian police and the Nigerian army loyal to? Is it not the APC government? Did Tinubu say anything regarding that? And looking at the protests that have took place after then, and even the protests that took place in the northern part of Nigeria, mainland today, you will see that they still use the same police to go and destabilize the people, even though they weren't successful and all of that. You can see what they're doing now. What Tinubu accused Jonathan of doing then, he's now doing times 10 of it. That's what is happening. The Nigerian security forces are now being loyal to them, and they are now oppressing the citizens of the country. That was what Aisha Yusufu is saying in that place. Said if Tinubu can command them to attack Goodluck Jonathan, who is she that she can attack Tinubu? Looking at what is happening, nobody is having a better right than anybody in this country. Nigerians are having equal right. We have equality under the law. We have equal right. That was what Aisha Yusufu is pointing the attention of people to in that very video, because they said that DSS are already cooking her matter, because she speaks a lot regarding the competence of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. She speaks a lot about the nation building. She speaks a lot about the atrocities that have been committed in the country, and linking everything to the illegitimate government of Tinubu, as she always says. Now, these things sparked up a lot of reactions in the early half today, and the senators in the Aso Rock chamber, they are already in total panic. Why some of them are advising Bola Ahmed Tinubu to leave the seat? They said it's better he leaves the seat because it's very old, and even the wife of Tinubu is giving out a dishing out her advice for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because this thing that is coming to Nigeria, whether we like it or not, we want change. That is what is happening now. They're advising Tinubu to leave the seat, but we have not heard from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We did not know what Tinubu actually wants to do. We have not heard from this man. Even when kidnapping was a rampage, even in Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria, Tinubu left to France on a private visit, and this private visit is not constitutional. The president is only permitted to go into any travel or all of that only if it is an official movement. But Tinubu went on a private visit to France, where they did not even recognize him as a president. You can see what is happening. I used to ask myself the question, have any UK president or any UK prime minister or any European president come to Nigeria to just chill up and all of that? Because Tinubu used to go to France to chill up. Even when Buhari was there, he used to go to UK to go and chill up himself and all of that. But these people have never come to Nigeria to come and chill up and enjoy themselves. They have never come to Nigeria under the president of Nigeria. But Nigerian president will go under their presidency there. Are we not ashamed in this country? Are we not ashamed of all these things that is happening in this country? What Nigerian governments are doing is not getting to the brim of normal citizens of the country. It's getting to the brim of the common. You can see the video of where that guy was crying. That was the Yoruba guy, and these guys are the people that were putting their lives in the line to make sure that Tinubu got there then. Even this Nollywood actor, Olaya Igwe, that went then to the sea to go and naked himself to pray for Bola Ahmed Tinubu during the campaign time and all of that, so that Tinubu can get there. And when they asked him the reason why he did that, he said Tinubu have helped him before. Now people begin to question him then, that is it the person that can help you personally, or the person that can help the whole Nigeria to survive in a good state that you should vote for, all of that? This man said he did not want to hear anything. That's why the fact that Tinubu have helped him, that he have helped him, he helped him to remove stone from his stomach, he helped him to do operation then. When this man was about to lose his life and there's no good hospital in Nigeria, Tinubu wife sponsored a trip to India where they went to do operation, a successful operation for him, and they removed stone from his stomach. Now that's a man now put it all over himself. He went to see to bathe and naked himself and make sure that he pray for Bola Ahmed Tinubu for him to enter power. Now the man have finally come out and he have made a U-turn. He's now begging all his followers and all his supporters that he did not know what happened to him when he did that. Now a lot of Tinubu supporters are not making U-turns. They are not turning their back to Bola Ahmed Tinubu because they weren't expecting this performance from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So drop up in the comment section on this video as I'm gonna to create another thing ready for you. Ensure you follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video. Bye.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, be pastor. For LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the bar, where politician with the do pass himself. Why you waiting for church? All as LAJUPOG Watch TV.